Good afternoon. Today I'm going to showcase a bit of young Joseph's moveset in this video. Things like asset tags, super specials are for another videos. And if you haven't watched Roy Shark's introduction on the character, I recommend watching it first so you have a basic idea on how the character works, as I'm going to today present only the normals. So let's start. This is 5A, alright? This is 5A. You combo into 5B, can also combo into itself, combo into 2A, pretty simple. Can also combo into 6S, and can also combo into 236AA, like that. Alright, so let's now stop looking at the combos for a second and let's analyze the move. As you can see, it's a free frame attack. 2 frames of startup, 1 frame active, and 2 frames of recovery. In total 5 frames, right? You will use this a lot in neutral, right? It can miss some crouching characters, yes, but some big characters like young Joseph, Dio, it will hit him. Very good to use in neutral. So next up, oh yeah, also can be used as an anti-air. Alright, you can do this, right, an anti-air. Either that or you can instantly stand crash like this. Not a very good example because I'm with another young Joseph to as an enemy right now. Next up we have 5B. Now you use this move a lot. This move can combo into overdrive, can combo into clacker volley, and has a pretty decent range, pretty decent, fast, pretty good poke. And next up is also a pretty decent anti-air on its own. Like, as soon as it hits, you can do an overdrive, B in preference, as an anti-air. Next up we have 5C. As you notice, it's like 5B, but it twitches a bit forward. That and deals more damage. Has the same combo options as 5B, only it's a bit slower, and also deals more damage. Alright? If you use this as an anti-air, look. Okay. Alright. It launches the opponent to the other side of the screen. Now, if you manage to hit that, you can simply throw a clacker. Not very safe on neutral. So, better not use this in neutral. Neither as an anti-air. Use 5A and 5B as an anti-air, not 5C unless you're very confident. And also, quick note, 5A, 5B can miss some crouching characters, that's obvious. Like it can miss Kakyoin, can miss Avdol, but 5C can hit them. Can miss Iggy and Devo crouched. Some crouching characters can simply duck these attacks, right? So instead use grounded normals against them. Speaking of grounded normals, let's get right into them. This is 2A, pretty much like 5A, has the same combo options, and also combos into 6AA, success. This move, I'm gonna give you a quick warning. Despite looking like it hits slow, it doesn't. It hits mid. I'll show you what I mean. You don't need to block low to defend against it. I say this is a pretty okay-ish combo starter. Trika said it's not, so his word against mine, what can I say? So it hits mid, still a decent-ish combo starter for me, but be aware, this does not hit low, it hits mid, remember that. Next up we have 2B. 2B, right? This can be used as a footsie. And it can combo into 5B, yes. It's okay-ish, I guess. It's the only grounded normal that hits low, alright? Not command normal, grounded normal. You know what I mean? Next up we have oh yeah, also it has the same combo options. Same combo options as 5B. Next up we have 2C. Alright? This is an amazing poke with the same combo options as 5C. You use this move a lot as a poke, has good priority, and same thing as 2A. This hits mid. This hits mid. Alright? And one fun fact about it is that you can get mirror from it, like this. There's a glitch that allows you to do 2C, but then cancel the attack, like you're doing 2C, then you release 2. I'm going to put Ardan's video demonstrating it as we can do it right. Oh, never mind, I did it, huh? Alright? This is a pretty useless glitch. Why? Why is this useless? Young Joseph's supers aren't that good. Aren't that good on its own, actually. And you have at least like 5 mirror at the end of the battle, because they're that it's very only useful in super specific situations like anti-airs, combo finishers, etc. AJ is no exception. Alright? What I want you to use in neutral is this. But don't mash it, alright? Don't mash it. This one can be used for footsies. This one is a great poke. Remember that. Next up, we'll talk about aerials, air normals. Alright, this is JA. Pretty good, pretty solid. You can do a tick grab with it. Ooh. After that, you can also start up combos with this. This is JB now. Alright, this is JB. It's like JA, but a bit slower, deals more damage. Alright. And next up is JC. Young Joseph's best air-to-air, best jump in, does pretty good damage. Another note is that most of these normals can be used as combo starters. Alright, remember that. These can be used for combo starters. And they all can be cancelled into JS, which we'll get into later. Alright. Another thing is that they all overhead. Alright? They all overhead. Alright. Now let's move on to command normals. Let's talk about grab. This is Young Joseph's grab, right? Pretty good. However, one thing, the enemy can tech right at you. Still doesn't mean you can do an anti-air, punish with the super, etc. It's a pretty solid grab. Use it whenever you can. But I suggest using this grab, 4C, not 6C to grab. Why do I want you to not use 6C while grabbing? This is the reason. This is 6C, right? This is an overhead. Yes, wait up. This is an overhead, yes. But it sucks. Why does it suck? It's punishable on hit and on block. That in its super slow startup and super slow recovery. And the amount of damage it does, it's not as satisfying. So please, when grabbing, use 4C, not 6C to grab. Next up, we have freebie, alright? This is like 2B, but sliding. Pretty good. You have the same combo options as 2B, and it hits slow. Yes, hit slow. I'll demonstrate. Alright, you can be using some B&Bs, etc. Next up we have free C. This one knockdowns on hit. Yes. If you're fighting the Josephs, you can Aja setup like this. Alright, 3C Aja is only for the Josephs. Don't try this on CAC because he will duck it. And now I want to say this: you use freebie standoff. All right. Why? Because so you can confirm freebie into clacker volley to stand crash them. That and only use free C for Aegis setups against Joseph. Yes, you can use both of these for mobility. Yes, you can. Let's say you're crouching up, you're trying to crouch against a projectile and you're moving like this. Okay, good. Use this for mobility. Yes. Now I want you to remember free B S on, free C S off. Alright? Next up we'll talk about dashing normals. This is 66A, 66B, and 66C. Alright? Watch, this is 66A, 66B, 66C. All of these knockdown on hit, yes. While the B version lets the enemy a bit on the air and causes a bit of vertical knockdown, yes. I want you to use 66C mainly, but overheads, yes. One thing, just one small thing. Yes, they can't tech from it. They can't tech from it. So, let's say you're doing Yokizami. Don't use 66C. Use this, all right? You use this for C, which is a much more safer option. Why? Because you can't be punished from teching unless you're finding a certain character like Whole Horse and Kakyoin, obviously. So 66C is still punishable on block, not really on hit, unless the enemy techs. So I want you to use 44C instead. And you use this a lot in Okizeme. Yeah, maybe you can dash and fit 66C. It's very risky. It's a commitment. I still want to say this. You will have to use 44C on Oki, not 66C. Next up, we have dashing 2A, dashing 2B, and dashing 2C. Notice how dashing 2A had less hit stun than dashing 2B, and dashing 2C launched it. It did a knockdown. All of these slides deal the same damage but have the different properties. 2A has the small bit of hit stun, smaller in comparison to dashing 2B, yes. Dashing 2B is like freebie, but dashing 2A covers more distance. And dashing 2C launches on hit, meaning you can combo into overdrive, first hit of clacker volley, and even 236AA. You will use this a lot for mobility. I'm telling you, you will use this a lot on mobility. And still, if the enemy blocks, you don't have much to do unless you fight S, which pushes them over more. Sliding infant overdrive is not the safest of options, neither is doing the clacker volley. You have to be very aware that if the slide misses, you're going to get punished. Misses or get blocked. Alright? So that's pretty much it for young Joseph. I hope this video was informative enough to help, and that's pretty much it. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Sorry if I did stutter a bit, had some noise. I'm trying my best to help out. Anyways, hope you learned a lot in this video on how to use certain normals, when to use them, how to use them, etc. See you in the next time. Bye.